Hi, my name is Daniel Sommer, and I'm a staff psychotherapist here at the USI Counseling Center. And I'm going to be talking to you today about sleep hygiene. So whenever we discuss the word hygiene, what is implied is any practice that is conducive to health. So if you want to maintain healthy teeth, you engage in good dental hygiene. And what we're talking about here today is that if you want to have good sleep, you engage in sleep hygiene. So I'm going to offer for you 6 things that can be helpful for having a good sleep hygiene process. Number 1 is establish a regular time for going to sleep as well as a regular time for waking from sleep. Ideally, you'll want to have 8 to 9 hours between sleeping and waking. It's different for different people, so try it out and find out how many hours work best for you. What can also be helpful is that if you have a hard time initiating sleep, experiment with the use of melatonin. Now, melatonin is not an effective sleep aid, but it is very helpful for establishing a sleep pattern. So take it on a regular basis, 30 minutes before initiating sleep, and usually no longer than 2 to 3 weeks at a time. If you're taking any other medicines, or if melatonin makes you feel funny when you try it, please consult your medical doctor before continuing. A second thing that can be helpful for a good sleep hygiene is abstain from any stimulating activities 30 minutes to 60 minutes before going to sleep. Try to make your bed a place where you do nothing but sleep. So that means no cell phones. Try to avoid laptops, televisions, and music while trying to go to sleep. It is helpful sometimes to read a book or do other more boring activities while you're in bed, but try to abstain from any overly stimulating activities. A third helpful tip for establishing good sleep hygiene is abstain from all caffeine use, all alcohol use, and any foods that cause indigestion for several hours before going to sleep. The tricky thing about caffeine is that caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours, which means if you drink a caffeinated drink 5 hours before going to sleep, your body is still going to have half of the caffeine you last ingested when you're trying to initiate sleep. So, a little bit of caffeine in the afternoon or a lot of caffeine in the morning isn't going to hurt anything because your body will work through it. But lots of caffeine in the late afternoon or even a little caffeine in the early evening can seriously interfere with sleep. Also, what's true about alcohol is that alcohol does work as a fairly effective sedative that can help initiate sleep. The problem with alcohol, though, is that as your body breaks down alcohol, the byproducts of alcohol can act as stimulants, which then can interfere with sleep, cause restlessness while you are sleeping, or may even result in early waking. So abstain from alcohol use for several hours prior to trying to initiate sleep. A fourth component of healthy or good sleep hygiene habits is establish a bedtime ritual. This can include many different things. It can be your normal hygiene routine for brushing teeth, washing your face, using a neti pot, anything that helps establish this is when I'm beginning my bedtime routine. What can also be helpful is engaging in some practices that help to calm your body and engage in these practices every evening before you go to sleep. This could be stretches, could be a meditation process, could be some kind of body relaxation. But anything your body can grow accustomed to recognizing as now I'm getting close to bedtime can help to facilitate initiating sleep. The fifth component that's helpful for good sleep hygiene is create an environment that is conducive to going to sleep. This can include a comfortable mattress, comfortable, clean, soft bed linens. Other factors that can be helpful is minimal ambient light in your room, as little noise as possible, and also creating a room that temperature-wise is as comfortable for you as possible. Many people find a cool bedroom is helpful for initiating sleep. And the sixth component, the last part for good, healthy sleep hygiene, is avoid trying to force sleep. Oftentimes we'll lie in bed and we'll try to make ourselves go to sleep, but what is true is that if your body is comfortable and if your body is experiencing sleepiness, it will go to sleep all on its own. So the most helpful thing you can do when you're trying to initiate sleep is just experience comfort and try to enjoy the state of comfort that you're having while lying in bed. Now, if for some reason you lie in bed and 20 minutes later you still haven't gone to sleep, what's very helpful is get out of bed, walk to a different room wherever you're living at, and do something that's extremely boring. Pace, count spots on the floor, read the telephone book, do something boring. Avoid the temptation to do something that could be productive or could be entertaining. This will actually interfere with going back to sleep. After 15-20 minutes of a boring activity, go back to bed, lie in bed, and try to enjoy the experience of comfort, and hopefully sleep will come on its own. So this concludes our web clip about good sleep hygiene. I hope this was of help to you, and sleep well.